Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Take a look at this before and after. The results are really noticeable. And if you're fed up with dieting and exercise because you're not seeing the results you want, new technology may help. This new procedure eliminates fat cells by 60% with just 4 treatments.
Yeah, Dr. Andrew Campbell is a double board certified facial plastic surgeon and medical director of the Quintessa Medical Spa. And he's here to tell us more about Vanquish. Is that correct?
That's it.
All right. What is this
stuff.
thing?
It is the latest and greatest way to literally melt fat. We at Quintessa are always on the forefront of technology, and I've always been keeping my eye out on the body contouring scene for years, and I never thought that they had the efficacy, the ease of use, the reliability, you know, all the things, or even complications that some people are getting with some of the devices, until this device came out. And the company literally came to me before their release, and after discussing the technology and showing me how this thing works, we jumped on board.
How does it work?
It literally creates a radio field around the area, so it's got an array that doesn't even touch the patient. You just sit underneath it. The radio field generates the energy that will polarize the tissue. So think of it like electricity through wires, and the skin and the muscle are like your regular household wire, but your fat is like the inside of a light bulb. So it absorbs much more energy than the skin and the muscle. So the fat will get up to 120 degrees, which isn't uncomfortable because you don't have a lot of sensation in your fat. So it doesn't hurt. Your skin and your muscles at 101. It's like you're in a hot tub. So it's just a warm sensation. There's no discomfort. 120 degrees is enough to kill fat. Not just make it leak, but actually destroy the fat cell. When you destroy fat cells, they can't divide. That's going to be gone forever. And in the animal studies that were done, 59% of the fat was gone after 4 treatments.
So it's not just shrinking the cell, it's the cell disappearing.
The cell literally dies.
So because I think when people hear there's a radio frequency around your body, they're wondering about safety. And I know that's an important thing for you. So spell out how safe this is.
This is exceptionally safe. You know, they have done, the FDA basically is there to provide safety. It's not so much there to provide efficacy. So when they do these FDA approval studies, the number 1, 2, and 3 thing they're looking at is safety. And this is exceptionally safe. They, even in the animal models, they looked at every single part of the animal to assure that there was no damage to anything other than the fat.
Okay.
So it is nothing.
Let's look at some of the before and after pictures and talk through what you like about how this device works and contours.
For one, in my opinion, being in this industry for 15 years and knowing what non-surgical and no downtime procedures typically get as far as results, they're usually pretty subtle. You see it, but it's not it's not amazing.
Yeah, a lot of times we wonder, is it just because you're drinking so much water?
Right. That is unbelievable in my opinion. I mean, that is I honestly, that's our own patient that we treated at our center. That's not a national photograph.
And how long between that before and after?
That's only about 6 weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's exceptionally impressive. And she was not changing anything about her lifestyle. She wasn't changing anything about her diet. And that's actually what we encourage patients to do. We don't want them to have to change anything for a few reasons, but one is we just want to make sure that the device is giving you your result. And then once we give you that result, we will tell you, you probably should maintain a nice, healthy lifestyle, because that's what we all should be doing. But we're not trying to get your lifestyle to be changed to give you your result. We're going to use the device to give you your result, and then let's change your lifestyle a little bit, and you're going to even be better down the road.
So continue that healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely.
This is a great jump start on a lot of it too. So walk us through, are these all patients that you've worked with?
Not all of these are our own patients. Some of them are national photos, and that's simply because we haven't had the device long enough to compile a large number of before and after photos. But the most impressive one at the beginning was absolutely our own patient.
This too, though, very impressive.
That was a 14-centimeter reduction in circumference.
Wow.
So we're looking at 5 inches.
That's amazing.
The studies that were done actually showed a 1 to 5 inch circumferential reduction. Even though that's not necessarily our goal to decrease the circumference, it's simply fat, and it's going to do the fat between the skin and the underlying muscle. So if somebody's just got a large stomach and that's due to things deep to the muscle, we're not going to change that part, but we can definitely shrink the fat between the skin and the muscle.
I want to talk about this October special that you have for Vanquish, because regularly it's $900 per treatment. You recommend 4 treatments, which would be $2,995. Now through the end end of the month, through the end of October, the price is 4 treatments for $2,400, which is a savings of $600. So
Yep.
you feel this is a cost-effective way to shrink fat?
Absolutely.
Or not shrink it, but eliminate fat.
If you want to compare it to the #1 fat-reducing technology in America, which is the freezing fat technology, this will treat 6 times the amount at one time. Now, you do need to get the 4 treatments in, but it's comfortable. There's no bruising, which the other one does a lot of. You don't have any numbness or neuropathy, which that one can create. I've had people tell me about skin injuries with the other one. Because this doesn't touch you, there's really no risk of any of these complications, and yet you're going to get the effectiveness, and we know that it kills fat because of the studies that were done. They literally looked at the fat cells microscopically, and the other freezing technology were concerned that it actually spills fat and isn't going to give you a permanent result.
Wow. If you want to take advantage of that October special and get that discount from the Morning Blend here, you just need to visit Quintessa. They're located in Mequon or Sheboygan. You can go to myquintessa.com or call one of the 2 respective phone numbers on your screen as well for each location. Thanks so much, Dr. Campbell.
Thanks for having me.
And be sure to ask for the October special. Thank you so much.
Vanquish. All right, later, meet a doctor who survived cancer and why she's flipping for a